Friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If it is your first time being here, my name is Rachel. Like I said, I do reviews, very honest ones. I cook, I do time and money saving videos, DIYs here and there, and I motivate you to stay active because it is not always about the body. Today's video is just like you read. You are what you cook with. I know that sounds like a cliche, but there is a lot of ignorance, if you may allow me to use that word, when it comes to cooking oil options that we have, especially in our Kenyan context. And this is the reason we always like go for what we are used to getting, or what seems to be available. So I want to tell you some of the very important aspect of cooking oil you should be looking for. There are so many varieties out there. How do you even tell which one is good for you, whether you're throwing away your money or you're getting quality for your money? That is why I want to do this video. I know someone will be like, oh, I buy this because that other one is very expensive, and a lot of concerns like that. But the same crew yenye inasema something is very expensive is the same crew that is buying vitu kama mzinga, yenye inabuy vitu kama very expensive makeup. Why is it a problem when you are buying something for your own body, for the good health that you need, for you to be able to apply those makeups, for you to be able to kwenda hizo sherehe, you know, the basics. You need to be healthy. If anything, they be messing up your body. I know hapa tunakosana, so I stop, right? That is what you're saying. Okay, I stop. So I am here to tell you about the cooking oil options that you have and what you should be looking for when you're buying your favorite cooking oil. Is it the ideal? Is that the best that you can be using to cook the food that is going to your body? The type of mafutas that will be appearing here will be generally for the specific reason of this video, which is to talk about different types of oils. It's not about a review of any kind of oil. Please, before we do that, subscribe to this channel. I do 3 videos in a week. That is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. You don't need a bell because it is 1 p.m. Nairobi time, Mungu mbele. Let's go ahead and do this video. I want to talk about one factor that should be influencing the kind of cooking oil that you use. Other factors kama taste ya mafuta, aftertaste, or the price, really those should be considered after this one very important factor, and that is the oil's smoking point. A smoking point ya mafuta, I can explain it as that temperature that it reaches inakuwa not stable, no longer stable. At that point, that mafuta becomes not so good for your body, and ikifika level ya kutokwa stable, what happens is that it oxidizes. Na oxidize in a release free radicals. The free radicals could be the cause of cellular damage, which could be a clear sign near diseases could develop kwa cells zako and to spread to other parts of the body. So it is very important that the cooking oil you use, first of all, you make sure that it has the right smoking point. Na smoking point inainfluensiwa na 2 things among many other things, but one, it will be whether ni processed ama si processed. If mafuta imekuwa processed, then you consider that definitely to mean a lower smoking point. Processing ya mafuta pia it affect the flavors ya that mafuta. It could be having a very like mild taste, but when it is processed inapata those flavors zinakuwa lost, and maybe the nutrients zinakuwa lost, and all those other health concerns, or even the introduction of other foreign whatevers kwa mafuta yenyewe, assuming for example the plant that the mafuta is being processed from, maybe kuna other like nut processing that goes on, or another thing that is being produced from the same factory. There could be some exchange here and there, and that could lead to maybe possible allergies if you have them, or difference when it comes to taste ya mafuta zenyewe and all that. Make sure that you go for oils that are not processed if you have to. avoid oils that are processed. That way una choose the right options for you. Number two, know the kind of mafuta that you're using and know the standards at which you can use the mafutas. There are those that are very good for deep frying, there are those that are very good for salad dressing. So just know what works well for what purpose when you're making your meals and all that. The top best oils that you should be using, and this is olive oil. Olive oil is one very versatile mafuta for you. You can bake, you can saute, you can cold dress, and this is very rich in vitamin E and antioxidants. It has very two powerful compounds. I'll put that. It may prevent obesity and metabolic syndrome, plus even type 2 diabetes. So you can get it as it is, or you can go for fancier ones like these, which are imeisha ni chupa tupu, which are like have some herbs. This company or this brand has a lot with peppers, with rosemary, with garlic, with all those. But here we are talking about the basics. We are talking about this. Get your olive oil, very stable. I will put the degrees at which you should be using it at. But the good thing about this, you don't even worry about cooking on low or cooking on high, because it is highly stable. So I want to talk about the controversial coconut oil, which I like so much. There are so many studies that will tell you so many things about coconut oil. And one thing about coconut oil is that it promotes compounds that fight inflammation and oxidative damage. So kama unataka pia kuendelea kuzuia story na free radicals ama inflammation, pain related diseases that you're controlling, then you need to consider cooking with coconut oil. Again, it is affordable. Now tumetoka kwa olive oil, which can be quite something when you're buying it. Avocado, the same, kind of like expensive. That is why I eat Mr. Avocado instead. So instead of going for your 20 liters or whatever that you buy, go for something kidogo, good quality, that will flavor your food the right way vile unapenda. So when cooking with it, baking and doing all those other things, it is rated as very stable. So the temperatures, I will of course include them there. It contains a medium chain of lauric acid, beneficial for health and weight loss. So it is a good one to use, but there is a caution for coconut oil. When you're cooking, use kidogo kidogo kidogo. A spoonful should be okay, and you realize that ukiweka kwa spoon yako moja, it will really like flavor that food nicely. Next, I want to combine macadamia oil with mafuta ya sesame oil. So like it has high smoke point, and when I say it has, I mean all of them, assuming we are talking about sesame oil or macadamia. Zote ziko na very high smoke point, so they are safer, they are protective effects, especially kwa watu wako na Parkinson's disease. It is said to be very good for that. People with type 2 diabetes, it is one of the best mafutas to be used, and for this I mean sesame oil. It is very good for that. It gives you your food that nutty taste, which comes handy, especially when you're doing the dressing. Remember this, you can do in general cooking, you can saute with, you can salad dress. Macadamia oil, to be specific, it has very high percentages of unsaturated fatty acids, so that means it is a very good healthy fat for you. It manages body cholesterol, that is eliminating the bad cholesterol in the body, and it is very good anti-inflammatory. It is very good if you're at that age where you are fighting your menopausal situations. It could be one of the best if you have blood sugar related issues, diabetes, and you are obese or overweight. This is one of the best mafutas that you should be considering to use. According to research, those situations could be helped a lot if you use macadamia oil. Again, if you want to do that, just make sure that you use kidogo. It is very flavorful. It is tastes so good. It makes your food taste so good. I like it when making some skumas. It tastes so good fry skuma without now the tomatoes and something, like peke yake tu the kitunguu and minimal spices. Pilipili has to be there. So it is rich in vitamin A, B, omega-3, 6. You can see that it fights cholesterol. I already told you that. The perfect part being it gives your food that tasty goodness that you like, your nuts. So going back to seed related mafutas, macadamia oil to be precise, and safflower, they are very good in vitamin E. They are very good for your skin. They have a lot of omega-7 fatty acids, and they are anti-inflammatory. Next ni some oil that I don't have. It is quite expensive, and that is avocado oil. It is usually very pricey kwa market ya Kenya. And avocado oil is very stable. It has that allowance for you to use high heat cooking, so that means you can deep fry with it. It lowers bad cholesterol. It could deal better with your inflammation. So if you're suffering from arthritis or joint issues and stuff like that, you could consider using avocado oil when you're cooking, just to make sure that you are just helping your body out. So the concern with avocado oil is the method of extraction that is used. Apart from that, it is known to maintain its flavor, and something that you need to consider, even when it is very healthy, you need to know that it is very high in calories as compared to our olive oil. So this one here has a lot of calories, so when you're using it, you need to go minimal. The good thing about this is that it usually has like a lot of flavor, so like you use just kidogo and your food is fantastic. When we are talking about mafutas that you should be making your fried situations with, we are talking about avocado oil, olive oil. Fry your foods with such stable oils. When the smoke point is high, the oil is stable, and that means there is no formation of his or mangi business in the name of free radicals, because the oxidation rate itakuwa low when the oil is stable. So when we are talking about vegetable oils, like they call them from the stores or in the Kenyan market, we are talking about something like this or something like this. Walisikia wapi skuma inatolewa mafuta? Anyway, so when you read anything vegetable oil kwa supasa yenye unanunua, you're doing your shopping and you see vegetable oil, all what is there is either soybean extract, sunflower, safflower, canola oil, or soybean oil, which in themselves they are a bit safer, but the process of extracting those mafutas is usually compromised. There is treating, which usually is with phosphoric acid. There is heating. There is bleaching of the oil. There is also treating it. Like I said, there is also deodorizing it. And at all those stages, there are chemicals introduced just to make the process perfect in a way and to produce what is intended. If you are going to be using hizi mafutas kwa kupika, make sure that unapika na moto kidogo sana. Cook your food on low or medium heat, but overall just know that they are not safe for you. And another general point, if you like cooking kwa moto ya juu ama deep frying ama such related cooking styles, avoid fish oil, flaxseed, palm oil, and walnut oil. Those are like for dressing, and those are the salad situations. They are not safer for you when you're cooking because they are 1 calorie dense and they are very unstable because the smoke point is very low, and we are talking about 107 degrees Celsius. That is way too low. Ghee, which is clarified butter, one of the most stable mafutas that you'll ever find. It is both medicinal and culinary, and it is full of everything, vitamin A and some acid chain. I'll put the name down there. It is, of course, very, very healthier compared to the cousin, or this is a sister butter. Sister sababu ni wa pink, right? So it has monosaturated omega-3s, good for the heart, good for your arteries. Haita cause your clogging your arteries. It lowers your cholesterol levels, and it is very, very low in lactose. Kama you are dairy like intolerant, you could be having a situation with the butter, but you're safer with ghee over here. So ghee is very good for that, and it is very good for people who have like allergies associated with dairy. It is a very good mafuta. Some people claim that they don't like the taste or the smell or whatever. It is all in your mind. I am telling you, it is just there in your mind. The moment you focus on what is important, you won't even think about all that. Butter, it is rich in nutrients, it is rich in flavor, and it has very beneficial compounds. So if you are using margarines and those other kind of spreads, then you need to consider using something like this. However, know that it has a lot of calories. Just a tablespoon is what is recommended per day. So if you know that you're using butter, please do that. Again, avoid using butter when you're like doing high heat cooking situations. It is not that stable. The disadvantage with the butter is the fact that it has a lot of calories, and it is loaded with saturated fats, which raise your cholesterol levels, and it is not a good thing to just eat foods that are loaded with such. Again, remember, it has a lot of vitamins. Kuna vitamin A, kuna E, kuna K, kuna selenium, which are all very good for your body. Moderation, remember, that is what we said. And for another pointer when it comes to health, if you're buying butter, go for unsalted. That extra sodium situation, it is not good. It is not good. That is my 2 cents. Just what I thought I should let you know, because I think there is information out there, but we really get into the business of buying what we have been buying or what we think is selling better in terms of amount and all that. I hope it gets to someone. I hope you make the right choices. Remember, your health is very pricey. If you mess it around, then you know that you're going to spend a lot when it comes to medication, the doctor's fee. And just a reminder that in this country, in Kenya, medical attention is very, very expensive. Medicines ziko very, very expensive. And did you know it is the only thing that you can't bargain? I am sure kuna vitu zingine maybe not, but ushaisikia hosi ukiambiwa consultation ni 200 na uko like doc iko na ka 50 hivi. That is the video. Are we still friends? Many dark. Please don't. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Rachel. In case you forgot, remember, it is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, 1 p.m. Nairobi time. Kwaheri.